baby.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Wentz finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. And Wentz going to slide to his stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the 1st possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
From the 27, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First carry for James Conner.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Murray now on 1st down. To Connor on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now
they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun now for Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Colts 0.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time he is in. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. From the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Looking deep for Hilton. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Murray now on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Colts 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Wentz now on third and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Breaks, and he works free. A second nice move. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw, it's Murray.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Murray now. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
1st down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins.
Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz
finding Pittman.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
A beautiful fake. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellent.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw it, Murray.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.